It's me, Pinky of Pinky Knows Naples, and I'm with the fabulous Tim Aten of In the Know at Naples Daily News. So, you know, I was kind of thinking like, you're in the know and I'm Pinky Knows, so we're kind of like two know-it-alls.
Sure.
Is that what you would say?
I guess so, but it is Aten though.
Aten. Okay, Aten. There we go. Like I Aten dinner.
Aten. That's right. Aten dinner.
And there was another Tim Aten who was on Jeopardy like last year, right?
That's exactly right.
Yep. And that's actually where I was doing a little bit of my research. Yes, I do research people, guys. Just FYI, that's what Facebook is for. It's for stalking. No, and I saw your article about him and that he was from Ohio.
Yes.
And that's how I found out. I'm like, wait a minute, he's from Mentor? So you're.
I wondered how you found that out.
See
that's
how tricky I am?
That was good.
Yeah, well, when you Google your name, that's what comes up.
Well,
so
that's how I found him, yeah.
There
exactly.
you go. So he's from Ohio, you're from Ohio.
Right.
Transplanted here how many years ago?
More than 25.
More than 25.
Yeah, well, actually, I was transplanted to Florida more than 25. I've been in Naples almost 20. So I first went to the Florida Keys, which is great. So right from Northeast Ohio in February.
Ooh, that's good stuff right there.
In February, right to the Florida Keys. So it was good. So yeah, I was managing editor of the Key West Citizen paper down there.
Oh, I love Key West.
Yeah, it's fun.
They have some good haunted history down there.
Oh, yes.
I love the story about the lady that was, she like died of tuberculosis, I think it was, and she was buried in the mausoleum, and then the doctor came.
Kept her corpse.
Kept her corpse for like, it was a long time.
Yeah, it was long. Yeah, it was bizarre.
He like put some sort of thing on her that like, it's a crazy story.
Yeah.
So if you want to look up a good history lesson on Key West, it's a true story.
Yeah,
and
Key West has a lot of crazy stories.
And haunted. It's a haunted one. But yeah, so you must have loved being in the Keys.
I did. I liked it a lot. So, and we were there for 6 years. So we're
wow. So you got your Hemingway fill down there, right? Did you feel inspired to be a writer? With the Hemingway vibe?
I guess so.
You didn't go sit in Sloppy Joe's and write out your stories?
No, I didn't, but it was fun. It was a lot of work being at the newspaper, so it was one of those jobs where you couldn't fully enjoy the Keys probably, because it was just like a newspaper job anywhere else. You just happened to be there. It was a lot more fun stuff to write about. So.
Ah, good stuff.
Yeah.
And so, but before that, you were at what, Kent State in Ohio?
I actually worked at a couple papers before that in Northeast Ohio, but I graduated from Kent State. I had a telecommunications degree, so I first was involved in radio, is what I wanted to do, and radio just doesn't really pay the bills, at least not starting out anyway.
Not starting out. You got to be big stuff to make the big bucks.
Right. And so I got into newspapers, which were a little better, and so I've been in newspapers now for more than 30 years.
Ah, so in Ohio you lived where? I have a lot of Ohio peeps on here, so you're going to have to give a shout out to the Ohioans. Where were you, Mentor?
Yeah, I grew up in Mentor for the most part. My family lived. I graduated from Mentor High School.
Oh, I think my brother went there.
Really? Well, that's good.
I think so.
And so, but when my parents left, so they didn't. I didn't leave their home. They left me and moved to Michigan.
Oh, nice.
Sterling Heights. So I was left behind in Mentor. So which is fine. So I had a job at the radio station there. So I lived in Paynesville, on Concord Township,
oh my gosh.
Fairport Harbor.
You guys have no idea. This is like flashback to me, like big time. Like I was like a little one. I was like 4 when we moved to Florida, but my family lived there for such a long time. My dad and grandfather were actually builders, and they built most of Paynesville and Mentor.
Oh, great.
So it's crazy how the little world comes together in another little world.
No, my first real radio job was in Paynesville, and my first newspaper job was in Paynesville.
So do you miss the radio side of it?
I do. I enjoy it. I'm glad now it's actually come full circle, this business. We're multimedia, so you can do a little bit of radio. I can do voiceover work. I do. In fact, tonight it's kind of similar. I'm emceeing co-emceeing the Best of Bonita Awards.
Ooh, Best of Bonita!
So that's tonight if people are going to be there.
Nice.
And then in a couple weeks, I'm doing the Southwest Florida Awards, the Best of Southwest Florida. So, no, that's fun. I get to do things like that.
Yeah. So you know, Facebook, instead of just doing a Facebook Live now, you can do like a podcast with just your audio.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so you could do like your own podcast, because that's kind of where it's gone. You know, it's like circling back around, like you said, just a different venue for it.
Right. No, and we do little videos now too. Almost all of my columns, I do a Watch It video, which is some simple little app, and you can do some neat things with it.
So they just download the app and they can watch it?
No, they don't have to download the app.
Oh, no?
The app's just downloaded for me to create the videos.
Oh.
And then actually it's not even an app you download. It's a web-based application. So and I'm using you don't even have to download anything. You're just going on the website.
See how techie we are now?
It's great. So,
I mean, it's crazy.
yeah.
And we're here at Naples Daily News. We're actually in the studio, the TV studio. So I don't know if a lot of people know there's even a TV studio within Naples Daily News.
Probably not.
I know. So I was telling them I'm having a little bit of flashback because we have the TV monitor going over there. So I'm like, oh, hello, welcome to the nightly news.
Yeah, and you can see the newsroom.
Yep, there's the newsroom back there. I mean, it's a big newsroom.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah. And you know what I like about Naples Daily News is that they have embraced social media. Instead of pushing against it, they've really embraced it and pushed it out there.
Oh, yeah.
So you can find your favorite
lot.
stories.
Yeah, we do a lot with Facebook. We do a lot with Twitter. We do a lot with Instagram.
I know Instagram's growing leaps and bounds, especially with the stories. It's been different. But your key thing here is In the Know.
Right.
And tell them what In the Know covers.
Well, it's 2 columns a week. On Monday, it's all development is pretty much. I mean, it's whatever people ask about. I mean, they've asked about all kinds of things. Can I bury my pet in the yard? From all different things like what makes the green flash? What are those blue lights on the traffic signals? Things like that,
Wow.
which have been big columns. What happened to Caroline on the Fusillo commercials? Which was a big commercial. Does Oprah really live here?
Does Oprah really live here?
No, she doesn't. But it made for a great column. So.
It did. It did make for a great call. I was intrigued. I'm like, Oprah, if you're there, Pinky Knows Naples. Trying to get Judge Judy, though.
Yeah, exactly. So it gave me an opportunity to mention people like Judge Judy who do live here and things, and so that was a big column. But that's Mondays is all Q&A.
Okay.
And then Wednesday's column, it kind of spun off from the original Q&A, and I've been doing the column now for more than 11 years. We found initially that every time I did a restaurant one, with restaurant was in the headlines, and we have, we can get right on the spot stats to see exactly what people are, looking at. Every time the restaurant was in the headline, it just spiked. So
people like food.
Yeah, people here have a lot, obviously.
Hashtag foodies.
So I thought, well, you know what? We decided I'm gonna spin off that and do that separately, because I started doing a lot of restaurants on Monday on the column, the initial column, and people were saying, we like the Q&A. So there were people who wanted that, and there were people who wanted the restaurants. So I did 2 columns. So the restaurant one runs Wednesdays in the Neapolitan section, which are basically the restaurants coming and going. I don't take a lot of time to do all the other things in between, and that's why I tell a lot of the restaurateurs, I said, I'll get you coming, I'll get you going, but in between,
it's up to you to make the business.
That's right, probably not a lot. And so that keeps me busy. That's a lot of work.
I was going to say, when you get to the level where you have a spin-off, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
People like your stuff.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, and it's been very rewarding, and I get a chance to speak to a lot of groups. Especially women's groups, and it seems to be probably the core audience.
The women like Tim. Just saying.
They do, and I think the women are really interested in restaurants, and they're probably the ones who make the decisions. I'm guessing.
I don't know. I'm not a hashtag foodie, but my husband is, so I just go where he tells me to go.
Well,
so it's reversed in my family.
It might be, because I think the guys just eat anything a lot of times, and so they'll go wherever the wife says. But I'm sure it works both ways. But it's fun. It's fun to do, and it keeps me busy because it's just a lot. Even this summer. I mean, you just saw this week I reported on 3 major restaurants closing, and that was probably the top ones I've done this year so far.
Isn't that crazy? People just love it. They love it.
Oh yeah, even the closings. And I was advised at one point by an editor saying, we don't care about the ones that closed, only the ones that open that we can still go to, but people have proven otherwise.
Yeah, they like the gossip. They want to know the gossip. What happened to the restaurant? Where is it going? Is it going to come back? Is it moving?
Right.
Everybody likes to know the ins and outs of the restaurant world, I have to say. I mean, we just had that big event over the summer of Naples Restaurant Week. That was huge.
Right.
So, there's a lot of people out there that want their food. So you're the guy to go to. Do people stop you in Publix when they recognize you and like, hey, where should I go to dinner tonight?
No, the weird thing is I don't get recognized that often, at least that I know of. People don't. And I mean, every now and then they will at a restaurant. Sometimes people will, but it's rare. So no, it's pretty good. It's nice. Like they don't bug you for like restaurant tips or anything. No, not usually. So, I mean, I'll get a lot of emails from people who want to know, or now they're contacting me through Facebook because In the Know has its own Facebook page. So make sure you're following In the Know on Facebook. There we go. They'll go there and they'll ask what's the best Asian restaurant. A lot of times they're looking for specific cuisine. So,
right.
like I find a lot of New York transplants, for instance,
New Yorkers in Naples,
they're
Florida?
just not satisfied. So they're looking for the best pastrami sandwich. They're looking for the best bagel, the best pizza. And they're never really, they're comparing everything where they grew up in New York, so they're never really satisfied.
Well, you know what I always heard is the water's different here, so that's why it's not as good as New York City. I don't know. That's what I hear.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. I'm like, just ship the water down? I mean, it seems like a quick fix to me. So you do the food and you do I know I read one gas stations closing, people want to know what's going to go in there. So that's development is huge.
Right. Yeah, I always say when people see a bulldozer on the corner, they see the trees start coming down, they want to know what's going there, because it's odd. This place, for some reason in this area, and there's some exceptions, but normally when development starts, you'll see a sign go up like who the builder is. You'll see a sign on who the architect is, and a sign where they got the bank loan, but they never say what's coming there. And it's for some reason.
So are you driving down the road and you're just making notes on the side as you see things, or?
No, sometimes I do. I drive around, but I usually get tipped off from readers asking first, what's going on there. A lot of the times, and sometimes I'm already working on things. So
you love your readers. You want them to interact with you. They should be reaching out to you, and that's what I was going to say. The biggest thing for them to reach out to you is Facebook, email. What do you think?
Both, they could do either one.
What's your email? Can we throw it out there?
Yeah, my email is, you can actually just email intheknow@naplesnews.com.
intheknow@naplesdailynews.
Naplesnews.com.
Naplesnews.com. Sorry, Naplesnews.com.
You can also do tim.aten@naplesnews.com, but intheknow@naplesnews.com comes to me as well, and so it's great.
There we go. Lots of fun, goody stuff here. So one of the things I love to ask my prominent people of Naples, what do you love about being in Naples?
Well, I like Naples. Just the location of it is great. It's kind of you have to want to come this area. It's off the beaten path. When you're on the other side of Florida, I think you get more drive-by traffic. We're over here. It's it's kind of like the end where you're coming down. People come here on purpose. It's a destination, right?
It is a destination.
But it's beautiful, and the weather. I love Florida in general, but Naples is just like a slice of paradise. It really is. It sounds trite to say it's paradise, but it really does feel like
it. It does. So do you have a favorite location in town that you like to zen out at or anything?
Not especially. I like the beaches, of course. One of my favorite restaurants used to be the Dock downtown, and it's been there for 40 years, and I love that because it reminds me of the Keys a little bit. It's right on the water. You can see things. Now it's not so great with the city dock being torn up. I was just down there yesterday. I was surprised.
Really?
It's really torn
up.
I
better go down there and do a Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's torn up. So you can actually do it probably from the dock, outside the dock there.
Oh.
But yeah, that'll be nice when it's done.
When it's done. And it's hard. Right. People, change is not something that people go easy on.
And I think it's a trade-off because I actually found parking spaces easy yesterday. So
there you go. So you have parking down there if you need it. It's there.
You're not going to the dock. So.
Well, thank you so much for coming on Pinky Knows Naples. I totally appreciate it. And you guys make sure you're following Mr. Tim. And he is on Facebook, Instagram too, right?
Right.
Yep, Instagram. Okay. And then you, of course, if you need anything with your real estate needs, please think pink and give me a call. And follow me at Pinky Knows Naples. And you're getting a Glenn Christopher saying he loves your columns.
All right, great.
Yes. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. See you soon. Say bye.
Bye-bye.